The woman I loved was sitting across from me, smiling like nothing had happened. It was our 10th wedding anniversary. The restaurant was expensive, the candles were glowing, and the waiter had just placed a bottle of champagne between us. My wife raised her glass. "To us," she said. I looked into her eyes. "To us." But I wasn't celebrating, because 3 hours earlier I had seen something I was never supposed to see. A message, not from me, from another man. And the worst part wasn't what he had written. It was the way my wife had answered him. I had read the messages twice, then a third time. I still hoped I had misunderstood them. Maybe there was an explanation. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe 10 years of marriage hadn't been a lie. So I decided not to confront her. Not yet. Instead, I came to our anniversary dinner and watched her carefully. She looked happier than she had in months. She kept checking her phone beneath the table. Every time the screen lit up, she smiled. Then she looked at me and quickly turned it face down. I pretended not to notice. "Are you okay?" she asked. "I'm fine." She smiled. "You seem quiet tonight." I almost laughed. Quiet? If she only knew what was happening inside my head. Have you ever discovered something about someone you loved and suddenly realized that every memory you had might have a completely different meaning? Because that's exactly what happened to me. The waiter brought our dessert. My wife reached across the table and held my hand. "I want this marriage to last forever," she whispered. I stared at her fingers wrapped around mine. Then my phone vibrated. One new message. I looked down. It was from the same man. And this time, there was a photograph attached. My stomach dropped. Because the photograph wasn't from the past. It had been taken that very evening. And suddenly, I understood why my wife had been so eager to celebrate our anniversary. She wasn't celebrating our marriage. She was celebrating something else. Something I hadn't discovered yet. But I was about to. I stared at the photograph for several seconds. It showed my wife standing outside a hotel. And she wasn't alone. The man beside her had his arm around her waist. I knew him. His name was Daniel. He had been a friend of ours for almost 3 years. I had invited him into our home. I had trusted him. And apparently, while I was calling him a friend, he had been becoming something else to my wife. I locked my phone and looked across the table. She was still smiling. "Why are you looking at me like that?" she asked. "Just thinking." "About what?" I looked at her.